Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. It's is it really December 1st? I mean, that's what the calendar says. I'm not feeling it, but that's what the calendar says. So it's December 1st, and on the first of every month, I do a collaboration with a team who shares their crafty goals. And so I'm doing mine live today. And maybe after you watch this video, then you can go on and watch the other videos from other people who do the same collab. We all do it differently. I'm not really a planner per se, but I do like to recap the things I made the month before. It's just kind of fun to go through and see everything all at once. And then I do usually have some light plans for the month ahead. So, since this is live, I get to hang out with my friends while I share this. So, hi, Kim. This is a much more reasonable hour for you, isn't it? Hi, Susan. Hey, Pam. I know. Isn't this a great time? It's a good hour for you too, isn't it, Pam? All of my West Coast babes, this is like ideal time. Hey, Flo, guess it's lunchtime for you. So good to see you. So good to see everyone here in the chat. So I'm going to show you guys what, we made here together in November, and then we'll talk a little bit about December and what's coming up. So this was my sheet load. I did a deconstructed sheet load this in November, and it was a whole lot of fun to just take the sheet load, completely deconstruct it, and make it my own. I think this was ended up being like my favorite card of all of them that I did in the deconstructed sheet load. And then these others, I mean, I like them all. They're all unique and very different. I used Dina Wakley's transparencies for these, and these are all 5x7s. I've actually already used one of them for a birthday card, so that was cool. So that was my sheet load for November 1st. However, I did go back and I made the traditional sheet load in a 5x7 size. Alicia had sized it for A2. Let me show you last month. So this was the sheet load last month for November, and this is what it was supposed to look like. So I did go back and I followed it pretty closely. I didn't do a circle, I did a square, but I converted it from the A2 to the 5x7. So we did this in an hour, I think, on my channel one morning, and made all of these cute cards. And I'm so excited to have them because I need to start sending out some Christmas cards now, and I'll have plenty to work with, or at least to get me started. So those are from my 2 paper pads that I released for Christmas. I did Peaceful Christmas, and Holiday Splash is the one with the animals. So those are my 2 sheet loads that I did in November. I have been cleaning my craft room all morning, you guys. I'll talk about the goals in a minute. Let's get through the things. So, one of the new stamp sets I got was a snow angel, and that was fun to play with this month. I made some cards with it. That was an extra. Let me thumb through here. I know she's in here somewhere. There she is. So, yeah, I made 4 cards with this stamp set this month. And this is from Jillian Norwood. And she does the Saturday Makes collab on her channel. She's a beautiful card maker, and she just collaborated with Peachy Keen to come up with 2 of her very own stamp sets. And she did a snow angel and I picked that one out. She also did a gingerbread in her first release. Sorry, I'm off looking for something. Oh, there it is. It's like, I know I set this aside for this video. So yeah, and this was fun. I just popped this up with basically a Z-fold piece of paper. That was based on Heidi's cards that she sent to me, and I made more cards based on the cards she sent to me. So she sent me these cards. She sent me a 4-pack, and they are an A2 sheet of paper, and you can get 4 card bases from, not an A2, from an 8.5 by 11. And she just made the most adorable cards with animals and funny sentiments. This one says, I meant to behave, but there were too many other options. So perfect for me. And then she made her own little like custom envelopes. And when I got those, I've been casing my Happy Mail more the last couple of months. I just had to case them. And so I made actually 2 groups of these. Some have already been given away, but I have these left. And so I like this one I cut incorrectly, but I just made the most of it, and I just put this little piece of lace, and it kind of has like this peekaboo. And then I made my envelopes a little differently. I just took this tea-dyed paper that was sent to me and Happy Mail and folded it over and made an envelope that way. So you can make envelopes any way that you want for these, but these are the little cards that we made. So fun. This morning I've been listening to Scarlett Johansson on Audible. She's been, she read the Alice in Wonderland, Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. Oh my gosh, it is so good. If y'all have Audible and you like to listen to books, I can't recommend it enough. She did a phenomenal job. I'm almost done with it. But all of the voices and just the way she's reading the book is so compelling. It's so good. So yeah, we made mini cards this month, and that was based on Heidi. I did some cowgirl cards. This one has a Dolly Parton quote on it, and I used some not too shabby paper and ephemera from probably like at least a year ago. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try, Dolly Parton. And being a star just means that you just find your own special place and that you shine where you are. And I believe that's another Dolly Parton quote. I made these 2 cards. I don't even know why. I think I was just into it, so I did it. I don't remember what inspired me. Okay, just digging through the pile here. I made a couple of thank you cards, but then I didn't end up taking them. I should have. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I made these to take to Disney, and then I did take thank you cards to Disney. I took the Mickey Mouse ones I made that were small, like the Heidi ones. But I accidentally left these behind. That's okay. They will go into a box where when you guys place an order in my shop, I usually include a handmade card. Now, I made Veterans Day cards, and I was going to leave these at the grocery store, but I didn't make it to the grocery store that day. I didn't make it out of the house that day. It was a crazy day. I had to work 12 hours that day. But I did make these cards here with y'all live on Veterans Day. And I will end up leaving these because I already have them signed and ready to go. So I will end up handing these out at some point. But I just didn't get to that day. So anyways, they ended up in my box so I could show y'all. One of my favorite things about these was the postage stamps back here. And I used a stamp set from Mindless Crafting, and I did check. It is in stock. I didn't know that day if it was or not. And it is. I thought I had it right on top of my box over here. And if I move anything off that box, it's going to be a Craft and Lanch for sure. So I'm not going to move it, but it is in stock. So it's a really cool, like, military and veterans stamp set. They have digital and physical version. I have this card, which was my Oh So Inspired card. I did not see Tigger. I didn't see any Pooh characters, but we did go to the Winnie the Pooh. We went to the 100 Acre Woods gift shop, and I did get a new cookie jar. It's a pot of honey. It says honey on it, and it is so cute. And when we came home and put it on the shelf with my other cookie jars, it was like it was meant to be. It matched the other two that I was putting it in a row with, and it was just like serendipitous. So this was my Oh So Inspired card for the month, and that was a lot of fun. I used my Unity Stamp Co. Stamp of the Month and made this card. I stamped my own background, stamped the bird, colored it up. This tag came in the kit, and so I just stamped it as well. And it was a really easy, fun card. Yesterday, we made 3 cards together, and one is already sent off. So I did a free giveaway of one of the cards, and so that one's gone. It's off in the mail, but these are the 2 I had before or left over. And it says Santa is so judgy was the main sentiment. And then I used these things from Journal Say. I used a Tim Holtz stamp set. And then I used the sentiment was from Unity Stamp Co. Let's see. Using that same stamp set, I made these 3 mixed media cards this month as well. These were a whole lot of fun. They're a little bent, not in a real hard bent way, but they're just a little misshapen because of where I had them stored. But these will definitely be going in the mail, and I really love this. I had so much fun coloring these. We made these in a live. This was a mixed media. It was pretty long live, but we used the solar paste from Simon Hurley for this one, and I watercolored them and kind of did the same card but 3 different color stories, and that was a whole lot of fun. Hey there, everyone. Hi, Carrie. Hi, TR. Hi, Natalie. So good to see you. So glad you're here. Let me get caught up with y'all. Hi, Cheryl. So good to see y'all. So yeah, these were really fun. I've gotten a lot of use already out of this one stamp set. I'm enjoying it so much. It's going to be a great addition to my collection. So those were fun to make. I went through my scraps a couple of times this month and made scrappy cards. So I made these Alice in Wonderland cards. This one I kind of messed up. I'm going to have to see. I added like Nuvo, and I like the glitter in the lion's mane. That looks cool. This is messed up. So I'm going to have to go back in. I think I'm going to go in with my colored pencils and color this whole thing up. And I think that it'll fix the card. So once I realize, uh-oh, I don't like that, then I let those be. I let these other ones be just basic and plain. And then this one, though, I really did like the Nuvo accents that I added. So this one has, it's not Nuvo actually, it's pops of color. So this has pops of color here all along the caterpillar, and then I put the gold around the mushroom, and that one I did like. So those were fun, just using up scraps. Oh my goodness, I've got the scraps. And then I finished this card, which I had stamped on canvas and used my Ohuhu acrylic markers to color in the snowman and just use real basic background sentiment and finish that one. So tell me, are you guys done with Christmas cards yet? Are y'all still making your Christmas cards? I want to know. I don't know if I have made enough, but I'm going to go through later today and count them up and see. Hey, Gloria. No notifications. Bummer. Well, you haven't missed too much. We're just been going through, oh, thanks, Cheryl, going through and reviewing the things that I've made so far this month. I have 2 more things to show y'all, and then we could talk about December. I did make this passport, and I recorded the full process. I've only released a couple of the videos so far, but this is part in October. I joined the Marguerite Miller Collage Club. And the first project was a passport, and it's like 2 months or 3 months project. It's an ongoing project. I went ahead and completed mine and made it a series for you guys for when I was traveling. I thought it was kind of perfect to make a project and make a series about traveling when I was traveling. And I added this really cool photo that I had. It's cut out from somebody's scrapbook, and I got it in like a miscellaneous vintage photo lot from eBay one time. And I've just been holding on to it forever. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it, but I ended up putting it in here on my front page, and I couldn't possibly glue it down because on the back it has this like port scene, and it's just a really old photograph. Anyways, I couldn't glue it down, so I ended up punching a hole and tying it in. Follow your heart, it knows the way. And then we visited. It was fun to do collage for different countries. So we started with New Zealand and then Australia. That makes sense. And then we would go on to India, China, Japan, Canada, and finish off in Alaska. Kim, I didn't tell you. I was in Alaska. And then I love the bottom part where like fill in the official part of the passport. And I use this adorable little Tim Holtz girl. And so that was my project, my collage project. I had a lot of fun, and I'm still going to release the other videos in this series. You can see me work on all of these, each one individually. But I did a lot of watercolor painting, and that was fun. I did that on a couple of pages and just had fun collaging, you know. And here I painted this Japanese scene behind with like a temple and a tree, and it was just so much fun. So this was a project that I worked on in November, all secretively. And then finally, my last November project was this junk journal that I took with me on my trip. And let's see. I don't know exactly where this map is, but I'll figure it out. I did meet one. Pam, you asked if I met Tigger. I didn't, but I did meet the Little Mermaid. And I got Ariel's signature on a Disney map. I haven't added it in here. I haven't added anything to this yet, but we are going to do that together this month in December. So coming up in December, I made this journal in November. We traveled for 2 weeks, and then now in December, I'm going to fill it in with photographs and memories and things like that. So here is the most basic flip through, right? I have lots of awesome memories that I want to record in here. And so it's going to be so much fun to go back, and I want to do it now so that I can remember more things about my trip. and add them in. So one thing that I've been doing as I've been cleaning my craft room all morning long, I got to spend a lot of time in the Dumbo area. So I'm glad I have a Dumbo pocket. And we got to see Pinocchio. He was in the parade. So we did see the full parade at Magic Kingdom. We saw the Fantastical show at Hollywood Studios. So we did have a lot of encounters. We saw Kylo Ren and some stormtroopers and a Mandalorian. Met and hung out with a wizard in Hogsmeade. So yeah. But so in December, I definitely want to come through and add photos and add all the things to this journal. So one thing that I've been doing while I've been cleaning my room and organizing this morning is putting things to the side for the journals. So I have just different things I've been putting in these bags. Like I have this adorable pack of cards that are from the Dollar Tree. And that's called First Words. They have a couple of different Winnie the Pooh versions of these cards there, and I like the ones that are first words. So we've got house and fun and tree and garden, friend, bounce, run, ball, play, look, book, pot, sun, boy, kite, bee, sit, and Tigger. There you go, Pam. Winnie. I know. So, I thought, oh my gosh, I grabbed these because I want those for my journal. I had a couple of stamps out, so I thought, yeah, I want those. I have some extra maps that I picked up at the park, and so that way I could include some of these in my journal. There we go. So I've got some maps. One of these has Ariel's signature. I just don't know which one. I don't know for sure it's one of these. We used some of them, we just absolutely destroyed as we were going through the park. And then I just kind of grabbed a handful on my way out the door. I knew I would use them in the junk journal one way or another. So yeah, I've just been kind of grabbing supplies and putting them in these bags. And that way, when it comes time to start journaling, I'll have things ready. And then I have more things in this bag, and I'm just kind of building myself like journaling kits for this journal. And then I have like my leftovers from when I made the journal. I have all my leftover sheets of paper and things, so that'll be going in there. And I'm just keeping all of this stuff together so that when it's time to sit down and journal, I'll have, you know, lots of material to work with. I do have to still get the pictures printed from our trip, and I still have to get pictures from everybody because, of course, we all had our cameras and we were all taking photos. But at least I'm getting really organized for that. So that is one of my things that I want to work on in December. Also, last year I started, and this is the problem with me, is I start lots of things, but then there's so many ideas, it's hard to follow through and finish everything that I start. But last year, some of you may remember this, I started a vision board journal, and I made it out of a school folder. And if you haven't seen me do that before, it is brilliant. It's just a brilliant and easy way to make a journal. You just grab one of the cardboard folders at when school supplies, you know, from a school supply section, you can cover it. I did this one really quickly in a live one morning. And I just kind of started like a vision board journal, and that's how far I got. And I stuffed these things in it and I never revisited it, but I really want to. So this month or this next year, one of the things that I want to do is every month I'm going to do a vision board and remind myself of my goals and my dreams and set new ones and just kind of work on things once a month. So I think that's what this kind of series is going to turn into for me, is that on the first of the month, each month, when people are coming together to share their crafty goals, I think I'm going to come and work on my vision board journal. So I think I'm just going to keep working out of this one. Yeah, like I have enough to do a spread every month. And so I'll probably like have like 2024, 2025 down here or something. And I did just get a new book. So these were printables. These are like vision board printables that I got last year. I just ordered a book on Amazon where it'll all be like already printed up. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of work and dream in this journal on the first, I think on the first of the month, each month. So that's when, and I think I need something like this. So it's kind of my version of planning. We'll see what this morphs into. I really don't know what it's going to morph into, but I find that when I name things, when I give things intention, when I set goals, I do better. So I kind of want the vision board thing to be how I set my crafty goals coming up in the new year. And I look for it to change. I look for it to grow and, you know, go different directions. I really do. I could also use, you know, if you're interested in doing like following along and doing the similar thing, you could use any journal. You could make yourself a journal. I really love this one a lot. I even thought this journal, I made it and I wasn't necessarily planning on keeping it for myself, but then I totally had to. Especially when Trick Writer was in here on the very front. It became my journal when she made it in. So, you know, even this could totally work as like a vision board journal. I don't have a lot of attachment to this one. So it may be that I do kind of redo the journal. So don't be surprised if I come in and change some of these things. It's also kind of fun, like a glue book. And I've never had a glue book before or never done a glue book before. So this whole vision journaling or kind of dream journaling is almost going to be like working in a glue book, I think. So that is kind of like one of the things that I have coming up. And I'm working on new releases. So I'm finding myself needing to really, like, in the new year, I just want to strike a balance between all the things that I have going on. So I need a balance between like my creativity for creating new products, like new stamp sets and paper pads for you guys and digitals. And then, you know, being here and creating with you live, because that's like my favorite thing. And then, you know, all the other aspects of my life. So I really feel like this kind of glue book, vision board, planning, journaling kind of thing is going to be really helpful for me. If y'all still want to see a recap of the things I made the month before, let me know, because I'm not necessarily planning on continuing that. I've been doing that for 2 years and I like it. I like going back and seeing the, my accomplishments and my projects from the month before, but I don't know if you guys necessarily are into that. But yeah, that's what I have for you for my crafty goals. I think we're going to have a lot of fun as I kind of redirect myself, and maybe that'll be inspirational for you guys if you're trying to set goals, depending on if you're like a planner or not. You know, definitely follow along with this collab because there's a lot of people in it and they all kind of think and do things differently. But the goal of it was, and Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums is the one that started the collab. And at the beginning of the year, she did set a goal that we would like smash our stash and make that part of the goals and just set any crafty goals that you want. I think it's good. I think it's good. As I am cleaning and organizing my room today, my goal is to definitely smash my stash, share my stash, and, refine it a little bit. That is definitely one of my goals. So, hi, Mary C. Hey, Lena. How are you? Your card went out yesterday. Hey, Red Road. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Hey, Cordelia. Good afternoon. Oh, thanks, Gloria. Yeah, that's everything that I have. That's my crafty goals, crafty collab video. I knew it wouldn't be like a super productive month for me, just knowing that I was gone for all that while, but I really enjoyed it. It was a good month and I got a ton of inspiration. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Hey, Carmina. I am going to head out myself. I'm going to go make a few cards and then I have to get out of this craft room. We're going to see Moana today. I have more cleaning to do, but I've come a long way this morning. So that's really good. Me neither, Nima. And Nima, today I opened up your little journal and I was just thumbing through it. I want you to know I pull it out and I look at your many works of art. I simply adore them. Look at this hand-painted work of art from Nima. And I just pull it out and I thumb through it and I take out each little picture and I admire it. Oh my gosh, I just love each one so much. I'm so honored you sent me this. I mean, the amount of work and that you shared your original paintings with me is so amazing. I treasure it. It's always right here. So I was just thinking of you this morning, Nima, as I went through this. I got it back out. I was just like, let me look at all her art again. I just love this. So talented. Oh my gosh, I don't even Nima, I've never even turned him over. Our help is the name of the Lord. Oh my gosh. I just stare at the front of them in amazement and awe. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? All things work together for the good to them that love God. Amen. Yes, these are awesome. Let that you do be done in love. Absolutely. We're going to look at all of them again. Do not let your heart be troubled and do not be afraid. I have to work on that one. Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Absolutely. Oh, I just love this so much. Thank you again. I do treasure it. I absolutely do. Let me put it back in its home so I know where to grab it the next time I'm ready to flip through it again. That's it, you guys. That's everything I have. We're going to make some more journals. We're going to do some more journaling. I had kind of taken a break, but I'm feeling it again. You know, one thing I have to do before we go is I have to follow my bliss. When it comes to this channel, when it comes to me being in my craft room, I have to follow my bliss. I have to do whatever strikes my fancy when it does. And of late, it's been a lot of card making. But now I'm feeling like drawn into the junk journals again, and I'm feeling like doing more. Hey, Rhonda. I love that journal too. And so, you know, thanks for coming along with me as I share my journey with you guys, because I know, you know, you may go to other channels and they're a little more predictable and you kind of know what you're going to get. And I know that there's comfort in that usually. Like there's a known quantity, but then you come hang out with me and it's like, who knows what she's going to do? She doesn't even know what she's going to do. And it's true. But just know, I just have to follow my bliss. So we've been making a lot of cards and we're going to keep making a lot of cards. I will make cards until I draw my last breath one day, I'm sure. And, but we're going to make some journals too. The journaling is coming up. Oh, thanks, Flo. The art is the bonus. Well, thank you. Thank you. I just often get in my head about, gosh, they probably wish I just like stay in a lane, and I zigzag a lot. I'm going to be back tomorrow and I'll have my sheetload video, and so will the whole team, ready for you. And then I cannot wait to share with you Happy Mail. I've gotten some beautiful, fabulous Happy Mail in November, and I want to share it with you guys. So I think I'll be back on Tuesday to share my Happy Mail. And then we'll just, you know, craft this week. So thanks so much for spending your time with me, you guys. I hope you all had a really good Thanksgiving and holiday week. I'm so grateful for y'all and so glad that you're part of, you know, my crafty adventure. Oh, well, Nima, I hope the physical therapy is working well for you. I hope that it helps heal you and get you on your healing journey. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, everyone. Gloria, everyone, Carmina, Kathy. Oh, thank you. All right. Love you guys so, so much. There is a hop, and after I get out of here, I'll leave everyone's description down below, or all the channels down below. But this is a part of a hop, and there's other people who will have videos out for you. They're already out. They released at 11 a.m. and they'll be sharing their crafty goals. All right, you guys. Well, I will see you on Tuesday live tomorrow for the sheet load. I hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks for being here. Bye, everyone.